Hello, my name is 8-Bit Storm, and what I have in front of me here is this 7-story tall tower house, which I've made out of spruce and andesite primarily, and today on this video I'll be showing you how to make it. So I'm in this server right now. This is the original version. This is what I've built here, and in a sec I'll go into single player and I'll get started on making a replica piece by piece so I can show you exactly how it works. It's easily stackable, and it's just easy to add on to. It's also got this neat water elevator here, which I'll also show you how to make. All of it's relatively simple and should not take too long to make. Okay, so this is actually the same seed for the last world that we saw, just with none of the structures built. And we have all of the basic materials that we're going to need. Some decorational blocks we'll add on in a second. But we'll start off our build by making this part of the floor, putting in these two doors here, and then just surrounding these doors with this wall. I want it to be about 4 tall as well. Alright, so then we put these up here. Then we want to add these over here. Now we're going to make the long part with the longer windows. And then we put right here. So you can see that that this window is 4x2. I'm going to copy that over here. Sorry, making a couple building mistakes. I don't have my mouse pad with me right now. So we're going to go ahead, put these up here and here. Shoot, sorry. My mouse is making a couple mistakes at the moment. Alright, so we have our basic shape out here. And now we'll get our polished andesite and we're going to fill in the floor. Alright, so as you can see, the floor has now been filled in and the windows have also been put in as well. So now you want to go with the roof. So, roof is going to be just surrounding this in andesite. Yep, and then you're going to fill in this section here with andesite as well. Alright, that's done as well. So, now we can get onto the interior here, which we want lanterns up here. Now, if you're just starting out, you can actually just use any type of lighting source. Torches, obviously, are the easiest type to get. Now, this is probably the hardest part to memorize, but the water elevator is certainly neat. It's better than just having ladders. It's faster, it's more efficient. So the water elevator I always like to have in this type of house. Of course, I forgot to add this in, but a sign is also necessary. You can just take that out. The slab isn't really needed for now. You put signs down here and here. You put the hole here and here. And then you just put the water and let that flow down on both sides. So now you have that, and as far as furnishing goes, I usually like to make this tower about 7 stories tall, at the most. And then I like to add a ring around. Of course, I like to put trapdoors on each side, but we'll get to all that in a second. As far as just the base size as to what it looks like, this is it, without all the decorations attached. But once again, I'll add that on in a second. Okay, so you can see that I've finished the second floor, and I've added these little flaps here, which you could have seen on the server version. As far as the second floor goes, I usually like to make that reserved for storage. Some storage units are always nice here. As you can see, by the 1.16 update, you can now have this arrangement, which to most old players would look ridiculous. But yeah, you can just spread those chests around. You can label them with item frames, of course. Just add whatever it is you like in them. Whatever you really want to add. Yeah, there we go. So now it's filled with storage. Also, of course, you don't need to add signs on this level for the water elevator. It's only needed on the first floor. But if you want, you can always mark the floor level with the signs and label what exactly that floor is needed for. So, and on the outside, you can also see trapdoors have been added to act sort of like shutters. So it's nice. This is the base version that you'd probably want if you're really starting out. If you're just starting out in a world, but of course you can expand it to be up to about 7 stories, and I'll cut to that now. Okay, so after a few minutes of building, it looks like we're finished. No, we're actually not finished. 1 second. Alright, so these 7 stories have been completed, and now we can get into furnishing some of these floors. So we've already got floor 1 and 2 furnished, but as far as floor 3 goes, we can use this for brewing. Now, I don't have any water at the moment to fill the cauldron with, which is ironic. I have a water bucket on me. So we can use this for a couple other things, such as anvils. And you know what, why not? Why don't we just put a stone cutter in here as well? So just, you know, miscellaneous crafting. Now, level 4, let's get ourselves 2 enchantment tables, because why not? You know, why not have 2 enchantment tables? And then, of course, just all the bookshelves you need. Now, I always like to put 2 crafting tables on each floor. I feel like that's a sort of necessary thing. You don't have to cover the whole room in bookshelves, you know, just that area. We can take these 2 lanterns out. We can replace them anytime. Just for this one floor, we can put them here and here. So that looks nice. It can retain all the information it needs. Got the 2 crafting tables in there, so floor 4 or 3, I think that's 4. 4 is done. So just some extra crafting things you might need. So let's get the cartography table, smithing table, everything you're in need of. Let's just go smithing table, fletching table, loom, cartography table, everything that you really need. You know, we can spread it out. We can spread everything out. The loom right there, cartography there. You know what? We can go ahead and completely overpower this. Let's get an anvil in here too. Get the crafting table. We can put those 2 there. Just some miscellaneous crafting when you need it. And we might as well put the blast furnace and the smoker here as well. You can. Why do I keep putting down the loom? Shoot. Just get those 2 in there. Those 2, and we can just center them. There we go. So now that room is furnished. This one we can just put any armor that we have. We can put that on display. We can just put down some armor stands. You can just put that down there, there, and there. It's something. You really don't have. If you're ever feeling like 7 stories is a lot and you need something to do, this certainly does get the job done, because, you know, having an entire floor dedicated to armor displays is nice. There we go. So now all that's finished. Oh, that's odd. Oh shoot, the water elevator was never completed here. 1 second. There we go. Now that's looking completed. Alright, so, yep, this is our last floor, the bedroom. So, of course, this is where you want to put your bed. Go ahead and put 2 beds down right there. We can go ahead and get some slabs. It appears I have caps lock on. Go ahead and surround that. Might as well put some chests down too, just a little bit of extra storage. Any of your more important items, you can keep that by where you're probably going to be spawning from then on. Go ahead and put down 2 more furnaces, just right here and here. And then finally you can top that off with a jukebox. Just right there. So there you go, bedroom complete, and that's floor 7. So finally, all we have left is the roof, which stone brick walls and some other slab. The spruce slab will be needed. So let's just go ahead, surround the roof in this material here. Just a quick wall to try and keep yourself from falling off. No mobs could push you off if they tend to spawn up here. And speaking of mobs and spawning up here, you might as well put down some lanterns as well, because you wouldn't want those kinds of things spawning up here. That's definitely not good. Keep the light levels as high up as you can. Okay, and then finally, just in the center here, might as well have like a little centerpiece. This is what I tend to do on all of these models of this type of house. Just go ahead and put something down around here. Alright, well that's it. This whole house here took about 20 minutes to build. It's pretty big. It can, definitely attract some players nearby so they can check out your home. And I say it's pretty eye-catching. It looks good. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully this was helpful to you. Maybe learn some building tips. And maybe you'll even use this home for yourself. But anyways, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.